deeply introspective, but with some small underneath earthquakes, transformations, rising anxiety, or even more frustration. This is how this week will look, and we will also have a full moon happening in the sign of Gemini, not with some usual uplifting sentences, but with some very interesting twitches. Welcome to the first week of December 2025. I'm your astrologer Kira Slavik, my babies and gentlemen, and I'm here to give you the astrology preview of this week without any fluff, because everything I do, I'm doing without a fluff. Okay, let's begin. Monday, 1st of December. Moon in Aries will square Jupiter in Cancer. What I want and what my family wants from me. I want to be a soldier. I want to build my career in the gym, like a gym instructor, martial art teacher, or whatever, while my family is thinking about becoming a doctor or a lawyer and having a steady stream of income, because I will need safety and security. If you're older than this example, then something could get on your nerves happening in your home, generally speaking. Later on during the day, Moon will create trine aspect toward Mars. So if you are a school child or a young person, this means then that you will finally find your way regarding higher education, and you will pick the right college or the right place to travel to. Mostly regarding education. This is also the feeling of freedom, of liberation happening in all of us. We dropped a heavy load we had to carry on our shoulder, and later on during the same day, Moon will enter the sign of Taurus, all about eating and counting money. However, Tuesday, 2nd of December, Moon in Taurus will create a square aspect toward Pluto. So, physically speaking, beware of your neck, your throat, especially your lower teeth, because you may have some neurological pain going on in your teeth or your jaw, especially if you're training and someone might punch you in your face, or a ball could hit you. But on the other hand, this could be some passing instability going on in the world market when it comes to all of you who are not in investment funds or doing huge business, or you're not training martial arts. Well, for all of you, this could be a moment of fear how the global economy will move during the next year. Wars are announced. Surely economy turmoil is going to take place. And do we have enough cans in the home? What about food? What about this? What about that? What if there is a radiation outside? How much iodine should we have? Should we use it at all? All sorts of lingering questions mixed with fear are going to go through your mind today. And luckily for you, later on, Moon will move further from this square, and you won't be worried so much. So generally speaking, this is a day to be worried a bit regarding finances, properties, and what you thought you had until now. Wednesday, 3rd of December, will be a day announcing incoming turmoil, because during this day, Moon will create an opposition toward Mercury and also come toward Uranus. So this could be a lie you might hear from someone who means a lot to you, and then you could go wild. Or you will encounter people, and you should not trust people during this very day, because Moon in opposition with Mercury is pointing at liars, because what someone feels and what someone speaks about is the opposite thing, which in simple terms, in one word, is called a liar. You may decorate this opposition between words and emotions in many beautiful and very polite words, but liar is a liar, and I'm known as very blunt astrologer. So keep away from liars and don't lose your mind just a few hours later, especially when it comes to money, maybe some taxes, or it could be some cheating involved if you are in not so safe type of love relationship. So ugly discoveries could be on the way. But instead of getting mad just a few hours later when Moon touches Uranus, you could choose to get some eureka moments, to find some incredible solutions, to pay that tax, to bridge that gap between your debts, to call that Mike or that Joe, to create some business with them, so you could all pull through this personal economic crisis you are in. And then later on, Moon will enter the sign of Gemini, and what you talked about could yield some great results. So instead of getting mad and losing your mind, connect with people, talk with people, negotiate with people, but do not trust anyone you encounter during this day. Thursday, 4th of December, we will have a full moon in Gemini, but before this happens, just an hour or two earlier, the moon will create an opposition toward Venus. And as we have this full moon creating in the sky, at the same time the sun and the moon will create tense aspects toward the north node of the moon in the sign of Pisces and the south node of the moon in the sign of Virgo. For all of you with cheaper tickets, I will translate this all, don't worry about it, because first of all, Moon and Venus opposition, your emotions will differ from your love interests. However this odd or crazy sounds, maybe it could be hilarious for many of you, but some of you know, because some of you could have this aspect in your chart, because what you long for, what your soul longs for, and because what you love and who you love may differ very much. So you could be in love with Greg, and Greg is open-minded, too open-minded, too open relationship, but he is so sexy and he has a blue eyes and he has broad shoulders and his voice is but you long for safety and security, and Greg is not giving you that, and you are not satisfied. So are you going to hold on to a Greg, or are you going to follow your heart? This is the question any astrologer would ask you. But since the moon is in the sign of Gemini, your soul will search to see, oh, what happened to Britney Spears after all? How does she look now? Oh, can I see Ariana Grande? She changed her hair color, maybe she some weight, no? Oh no, but the wicked was, so your brain is going to operate on a surface level, maybe your inner emotions are going to drive you to some shallow ephemeric information, while what you love will be high philosophy, traveling, spiritual upliftment, and so on and so on. For instance, I caught myself planning to watch a video about some distant cultures, and then I switched to that rich guy who eats a lot all over the USA. So it will be that kind of day, but during the next 2 weeks you will have those two types of not delusions, but decisions to make. So watch out for that. And at the same time, since Sun and Moon will create tense aspects toward the Moon nodes. This means that some definite decisions are going to be made during the next 2 weeks. Unfortunately, or fortunately for many couples, this will be complete separation. Definitely, there's no second chance, whilst for others, some changes are coming, some transformations. So everything is announcing that end of the end by late February and the beginning of all beginnings in the same time frame for all of us. So welcome to the future. We are closing all doors one by one now. Friday, 5th of December, could be a bitterish day because the Moon exiting the sign of Gemini will create a tense aspect towards Saturn and even Neptune in Pisces. So some cut-off communication, maybe some blocks on social media, some not rude and unpolite words, but refusal for communication could sadden you a bit, or leave you wondering, or surely leave you feeling a bit hurt. And then Saturday and Sunday, 6th and 7th of December, this week will bring us to repeated third and last one trine forming between Mercury in the sign of Scorpio with Saturn and almost Neptune in Pisces and Jupiter in Cancer. While on Sunday, Moon will leave for the sign of Leo. But talking about this trine, this is all full packed with emotions and not so much about the words. Yes, you can catch yourself talking with yourself or discussing, some old issues with someone who means a lot to you, but not in person, in your head. Everything will revolve around your head. Memories may be beautiful and the end. What too painful to remember. The ugliest singing you ever heard, but we simply choose to forget, and memories are going to haunt you and to bother you, and you are going to think about it, and maybe it could be a better way for you to sing about it while no one is looking or listening to you in the comfort of your own room or apartment. But in any case, you could also collect some data you missed before about someone who means a lot to you, or if you are someone in the process of applying for visa or residency, now you could finally get your papers in order and things will move in the positive direction at last. But not from this Sunday, but from Monday and onward. So this is weekly astrology, and I'm your astrologer Kira. For sure, if you want to know more about my services, you can check this link down below and in the description. In the meantime, let's do all signs. So for Aries, I'm so sorry last time I said Sagittarius because this is a Sagittarius season, but for Aries, things are looking not the same as last week, but this time some deep inner dissatisfaction, frustration, or even anxious feeling might tell you slow down and you should slow down, especially while traveling or driving longer distances. And please trust me, we had several very harsh traffic accidents happening here on Balkans. So when I say watch out while driving, please take me seriously, because I know what I'm talking about. When Uranus is creating squares and oppositions, especially here at the threshold of Gemini, this is traffic. This is not, I have grandiose idea, yes, for someone, but for majority, please take care in traffic. And for you, Aries, this is the truth as well. And this will be not in order. This warning will continue during the next several weeks, trust me. In the meantime, love could be found while traveling, attending some additional educational courses. You may notice someone very interesting. It's not favoring the beginning just right now. Maybe you should be smarter than you usually are, because you're too fast. You're not stupid, but you're too fast. And you should try to get to know this person better during the next couple of weeks, and then to start to pursue them. If you are a Taurus, huge shocks are revolving around your finances. But at the same time, you are crazy passionate with someone. Economy is bothering you, people are bothering you, someone in the area of your career could be causing you serious issues. But that person will move from that position or die in about 20 months. So you will have to find a better approach to your career than the thoughts you are having at the moment. When it comes to Gemini, things are stale, things are slow to move, but you will feel relieved, especially in the department of your work and daily activities, but you will feel free to move, free to express. Don't juggle crazy thoughts in your head. And this liberation, this is an awful sentence, but it's in the style of this stationary Mercury right now. So everything will revolve around your work, daily activities, maybe some health issues. You will feel stuck. You will feel frustrated in your mind. Things won't look so well, but liberation will come around Saturday and Sunday for sure, and then the next week, when you are going to speed up and catch Sagittarius, everything will look way better. At the same time, you have support coming from your family, your spouse, and also if you're having some health issues, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. That is what the Major, who was my fighting instructor, taught us long time ago. Whenever you're practicing something, exercising or doing anything in life, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Ponder about this sentence. If you are a Cancer, you could feel all over. You may feel too emotional. You may find some ugly truths regarding your, just a moment. Regarding your senior sibling or your acquaintance, not your closest friend, but someone you know, someone who belongs to your social network, for instance. So this person could get on your nerves. And also be careful around Thursday or even Wednesday, because someone could be harsh with you, maybe with their words, or you could get attacked by robbers, or someone may try to pickpocket you. Whatever the case may be, take care of your belongings and take care of your safety, your mental and emotional safety, but also your physical safety, although I believe that this will take place in the realm of words, which is equal to physical attack in your case, my dear Cancer. Mercury is stationary, so my brain is stationary at the same time. If you are a Leo, could this be an announcement for a new love happening during the next few weeks? Or you may become pregnant, or your girlfriend or wife could become pregnant. Your boyfriend cannot become pregnant, trust me. Biology said so, and genes and everything. Something new, something creative. At the same time, maybe you just want to learn some history or some myths or some astronomy or some mathematics, but your obligations won't let you, and now you have this strong urge. I want to go to that painting course or that ballet dance. No, I want to go to that Indonesian style of dancing course. But I don't have so much time. And how am I going to do that? Because I want to dance that Indonesian dance right now. You know, ballet dance. So things could be, but destiny is preparing something new for you, and the door of destiny are being unlocked for you during this Thursday. Now, when it comes to Virgo, write that damn book. Everything is standing still. Your mind is whirling with ideas and words, and you should have said that, and this shouldn't. Don't do it like that. Write it down. It could be a great book. And some people coming from your area of authorities could get on your nerves. You may say the last goodbye to someone you thought was your mentor or your role model. Don't worry, life happens. Go on, and that's it. If you are a Libra, things are looking way easier right now for you. You are slowly but surely catching up with the Sun and the Mars, and that will be that grand gathering by 18th of January. Be prepared for that, my dear Libra. This could be some huge events going on in your love life, in your social life, regarding your children, regarding your recognition. So I want to give you hope, because during this week you could feel fine. You may remember someone from your past and think about that person, because Venus is still holding that strong trine towards Saturn and Neptune, although it's waning, and Venus is approaching some dangerous degrees there in Sagittarius. But until now, I want to give you hope, because things will look phenomenally well for many areas of your life in late January and onward. Don't worry about anything. Things will work. Here is Scorpio. You just escaped that point of destiny that is happening by the middle part of Sagittarius during this year, and now you are slowly but surely approaching toward the square with Saturn and Neptune. So you are frustrated, you have been, you will be, and this is something that will last for the next 2 weeks. In the meantime, be very careful while traveling. Although this danger is not so high as it was before. But be careful. If you're Sagittarius, You just started to feel joy around your birthday, coming birthday. It's your season, but at the same time, there are some issues in your working place, some issues with your spirituality aims, some issues with your daily obligations, career, and whatever. And this is a message. Things are happening around you. There are issues and issues and issues, and yet you are sitting like a little Buddha and you are contemplating. And now your mind is calmer than it was for the past few weeks, but you are in the contemplative state, and as other planets are entering your sign, the energy will start to build up. But I'm afraid that you are preparing for the last battle here, as I can see. But you should not do that. You should do something creative and something positive instead. Because I have to warn you, I think next week, this Mars will clash with Saturn, and Mars could get some bruises, some serious bruises on his way. So don't prepare your energy for this battle. Instead, do it for something positive and useful for your future. And if you are a Capricorn, you are still in your sleeping mode, but things are going to change soon after. There is someone long distance or someone from your past, and this could be someone who could be more than 10 or 20 years older or younger than you are, and you are thinking about this person, romantically thinking. Maybe you are communicating if you are on the other sides of the planet. And if this is the case, then this should be something very loving and stable and lasting. But if this is someone from your past, maybe if you encounter this person during the next few weeks, you could end up greatly disappointed. In any case, Saturn is finally moving direct, and you are finishing many of old situations in your life and many of old traumas you had. And from the month of March, April, May, you are going to go. And if you're feeling some aches and pains in that same time frame, your health will become better. But maybe now, if you have some serious issues, then a female doctor, very knowledgeable, might appear during this very week and immensely help you to get rid of those issues. If you are an Aquarius, partnerships, business, AI, new technologies, not to watch the Cats and Ariana Grande and the newest trailer, but to use this incredible support coming from all over the sky to create independent future, not to be the working class, amused by toys of the working class, consumer society, but to be liberated, and you can do it only if you use what you have and then build something meaningful with that. And surely you cannot do it by scrolling over your phone all the time. But things are looking pretty well. And there could be a new female figure from your social circle appearing around you. I'm not sure will that last, but in any case, not one, two of them. You could be interested in two new female figures. So if you are a guy, straight guy, then you might be romantically interested. But if you are a woman or gay guy, then those are some new friends. Very honest, very open-minded, very educated, with some guarantee that those people will live, will be in your life longer. If you are a Pisces, things are slow and steady in your life, except in all areas in your life, just to be correct, except in the area of your career. And there are some dagabooms happening there affecting your finances as well. There are some situations, some people you cannot bear anymore. You refuse to cope with them, and some of them could be playing crazy. Some of your bosses or people of authority in your job rather, instead of creating fights with those people, rather choose to get involved in home cleaning, some home festivities. So Christmas season is here, and you surely have to decorate your home, and you surely have to call your aunt and grandfather and blah, blah, blah. So instead of losing your mind regarding your career and your boss, or surely two bosses, choose to do some creative things instead, and things will start working in your favor just a couple of weeks down the road. So generally, this is it, a bit a quiet type of week instead of this full moon, which is announcing many ends, especially in love. But other than this, it will be not so harsh type of week. I might say even a pleasant type of week. But you can choose your own, and as I heard Cody Sanchez talking, I was in Paris in that time, she said one fundamental thing I will always remember: choose your hard. So choose what is hard for you and don't complain. So check my services in the bio, and please subscribe and like this video, and I will be with you next week. Love you all. This was your astrologer, Kira Slavik. Bye.